Planting corn in the fall might sound a bit unconventional, but in certain climates, it's a smart way to get a head start on the next season. With the right planning and a little know-how, you can enjoy a harvest when others are just getting started in the spring. In this guide, we'll walk you through everything you need to know to successfully plant and grow corn as the temperatures begin to cool. From selecting the perfect variety to timing your planting just right and ensuring your soil is prepped and ready, we've got all the insider tips to help you make the most of your fall corn planting. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, these steps will set you up for a healthy, productive corn crop. So grab your gloves and let's get planting. When it comes to planting corn in the fall, choosing the right variety is crucial for success. Since the days are getting shorter and the temperatures cooler, you'll want to go with a corn variety that matures quickly. Look for short season or early maturing varieties, which are bred to reach harvest in less time, typically around 70 to 90 days. This gives your corn the best chance to fully develop before the first frost hits. For example, varieties like Golden Bantam or Sugar Buns are known for their shorter growing seasons and are ideal for fall planting. Now, let's talk heirloom versus hybrid. Heirloom varieties are beloved for their rich flavor and genetic diversity, making them a favorite among gardeners who value tradition and taste. However, heirlooms can sometimes be a bit finicky, requiring more attention and care. On the flip side, hybrid varieties are often bred for specific traits like disease resistance, higher yields, and uniformity, which can make them a more reliable choice, especially if you're looking to maximize your fall harvest. If you're after that classic corn taste and don't mind putting in a bit more effort, go with heirloom. But if you want a dependable crop with fewer issues, a hybrid might be your best bet. Either way, make sure the variety you choose is well suited to cooler temperatures and shorter days. When it comes to planting corn in the fall, timing is everything. You want to plant your corn about 2 to 3 months before the first expected frost date in your area. This gives your corn enough time to mature before the cold really sets in. Keep an eye on the calendar and make sure you're planting in that sweet spot between late summer and early fall. Too early and you risk the heat. Too late and your corn won't have enough time to develop fully before the frost hits. But timing isn't just about the calendar, it's also about the soil. Corn needs warm soil to germinate properly, so make sure your soil temperature is consistently above 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit before planting. Cooler soil can slow down germination, or even prevent it altogether, which is the last thing you want when you're racing against the clock. You can use a soil thermometer to check this, or simply dig down a few inches and feel the soil. It should feel comfortably warm to the touch. If the soil is too cool, wait a bit longer or consider using black plastic mulch to warm it up faster. Before planting your fall corn, preparing the soil properly is key to a successful harvest. Corn thrives in well-draining fertile soil with a pH between 6.0 and 6.8, so it's worth taking the time to test your soil if you haven't done so already. If your soil is lacking in nutrients or has been depleted by summer crops, consider enriching it with compost or aged manure. These organic amendments not only boost fertility, but also improve soil structure, helping to retain moisture and ensure your corn roots get off to a strong start. Once your soil is enriched and ready, it's time to get tilling. Aim to till the soil to a depth of 8 to 12 inches, deep enough to encourage strong root growth, but not so deep that you disrupt the soil's natural structure. After tilling, create rows that are spaced 30 to 36 inches apart. This spacing is crucial for ensuring each corn plant has enough room to grow and access the nutrients and sunlight it needs. When it comes to planting corn, proper spacing and depth are key to giving your plants the best start. You'll want to plant each corn seed about 1 to 2 inches deep in the soil. This depth is ideal for keeping the seeds secure while allowing them to take in enough moisture to germinate effectively. As for spacing, aim to place the seeds 8 to 12 inches apart within each row. This ensures that each corn plant has enough room to grow without competing too much with its neighbors for nutrients and sunlight. Once your seeds are in the ground, watering is your next crucial step. Give the newly planted seeds a good soaking right after planting to ensure they have good contact with the soil, which is essential for kickstarting the germination process. Consistent moisture is key during this early stage, so keep an eye on the soil and water as needed to keep it evenly moist, but not waterlogged until the seedlings emerge. When it comes to caring for fall-planted corn, consistency is crucial, particularly regarding watering. Corn thrives when it receives consistent moisture, as it plays a vital role in ear development and overall plant health. To promote strong root growth and prevent shallow rooting, aim for deep, infrequent watering rather than frequent, light watering. This approach encourages the roots to delve deeper into the soil in search of moisture, resulting in a more resilient plant. During dry spells, be extra vigilant. Corn needs steady moisture to develop those juicy, full ears. A good rule of thumb is to ensure your corn receives about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week, which includes any rainfall. You can measure this using a rain gauge or by simply placing an empty can in the garden to monitor water levels. Remember, it's better to water deeply and less often than to water lightly and frequently, as this helps prevent water stress and supports better ear formation. As for fertilization, corn is a heavy feeder and has high nutrient demands, particularly for nitrogen. Nitrogen is essential for vegetative growth, which supports the plant's ability to produce a healthy yield. The best time to apply a nitrogen-rich fertilizer is when the corn plants are about knee-high, which is typically when they enter a rapid growth phase known as the grand growth stage. At this point, the corn plants are growing rapidly, and providing them with additional nutrients can significantly boost their development. Be careful not to over-fertilize, as an excess of nitrogen can lead to lush, leafy growth at the expense of ear development. To avoid this, follow the recommended fertilizer application rates on the product label and consider splitting the fertilizer application into 2 parts. One when the plants are knee-high and another just before tasseling. This ensures the corn has the nutrients it needs throughout its critical growth stages, leading to a bountiful harvest. Weeding and mulching are your best friends in keeping your corn healthy. Weeds compete for nutrients and water, so keep the area around your corn weed-free. Mulching not only helps to suppress those pesky weeds, but also retains moisture and keeps the soil temperature stable. Organic mulches like straw or compost are great options, as they break down over time, adding even more nutrients to your soil. As your corn starts to grow, keep an eye on the weather, especially as the season starts to cool. Early frosts can damage or kill your crop, so be prepared to cover your corn with row covers or cold frames if a frost is in the forecast. When it comes time to harvest, you'll know your corn is ready when the kernels are plump and the silks have turned a deep brown. To harvest, simply pull the ear downward and give it a twist to release it from the stalk. With these steps, you'll be well on your way to enjoying a bountiful fall corn harvest. That's it. Everything you need to plant and care for corn in the fall like a seasoned pro. With the right variety, proper soil preparation, and attentive care throughout the growing season, you'll be on your way to a delicious fall harvest. Don't forget to keep an eye on the weather as you near harvest time to protect your crop from any unexpected frosts. If you found these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button for more gardening advice, and let us know how your corn turns out in the comments below. Happy planting!